With me now is Chris Curry, and he happens to be the clinical manager of professional practice and education with the Lanark Leeds Grenville and Addictions and Mental Health. Did I get that right? I know I have to read some of it. You got a long...
I have a very, very long title and a very long agency name as well, but you nailed it, Doreen. You got it.
Thank you. Yeah. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Christmas is just around the corner. We know that. And we know that it can be a stressful time, can't it?
Absolutely, especially for people who are living with a mental health or a substance use disorder. For the average person, Christmas is a time to get together. It's a time to rejoice. It's a time to be with family. But there are certain people in our community who don't necessarily have a supportive family. They don't necessarily have a lot of friends. And this is a time of year when everyone is kind of gathering, that people in that situation are kind of reminded of that fact. They see everyone else is going out for Christmas dinner and they're doing things with the family. So if you don't have that kind of connection, it can really be a difficult time of year for many of our citizens to get through, unfortunately.
So would you say that Christmas is really the most stressful holiday that we have?
Absolutely, I would say, and I've been in this field for over a decade now, and every single Christmas, there's always certain clients who are really, really struggling. So most of us look forward to it. Maybe you get some time off, maybe you get to see your family and friends. But a lot of people, especially those who may have lost people in the past year, even around Christmas, it can be a terrible reminder. Mm-hmm. And those who are kind of ostracized from their families, perhaps due to whatever may have happened. It's just a constant reminder that you don't have that support in that moment. So
that's really, really sad, isn't it?
It is.
Wow. Yeah. Being alone like that and not having anybody that you can reach out to. Mm-hmm. That's pretty darn sad.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about a blue Christmas. Okay. Do you know that terminology, the blue Christmas? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell our viewers what a blue Christmas is.
So I think that's just a general sense of kind of mild depression, mild unease, mild anxiety around the Christmas holidays. It tends to lift sort of in early January. Once the holidays are kind of behind us, then the people who struggled through the holidays can kind of say, "Whew, I got through it, things are looking better." But for that period, I'd say really from now until early January, it can be a very blue time. And we're also dealing with the seasons changing, which can play havoc on people's mental health. Mm-hmm. The temperature has gone down. There's no leaves on the trees. The days are shorter. Yes. So if you're already prone to depression, anxiety, that can bring about something called seasonal affective disorder. So it's kind of a conglomeration of a whole bunch of different things all happen around this time of season. So that's what can lead to, for certain people, to a blue Christmas.
Yeah, that's really, really sad. Mm-hmm. So how do people... If I find that each year this happens to me, that I become very, very depressed, is there something that I can do to alleviate some of the stress, the loneliness, the depression? Is there something I can plan for?
Absolutely, and that's what we recommend is planning outings, planning get-togethers, and we are actually happy to announce that we are opening our drop-in center Monday to Sunday, every day of the week, 7 days a week. Yes. Until the cool weather is gone. Right. So Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, if people in the area don't have anywhere to go, they can come to 25 Front Avenue. We'll have food, we'll have festivities and games, and then to create that kind of sense of community.
That's nice.
So we're hoping that people really take advantage of that and get out of the house, because there's other people who are in similar situations. Right. You're not the only one who's lonely. There's lots of people who are going through this. So come down to our drop-in center and meet some new friends and make some new connections.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. So what time? What are your time frame?
So the time is from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m.
in the afternoon. Okay.
Every day of the week until probably late March, maybe or early April, depending on the
season and how it goes. Right.
Yeah. And that's due to funding from the United Counties of Leeds and Grenville. So we're very thankful to them for funding this excellent opportunity. It's going to be available every winter now, moving forward. So we have fully staffed, great activities planned, and it's going to be just a wonderful place, to go and just stay out of the cold and also, meet some new friends.
I think that's great. Kudos to the United Counties then for recognizing and working with you on this.
Absolutely.
I love it. I think it's just a very, very, it's an opportunity for people to be with other people if they wish. Now, would there be people, and I'm thinking, we've been talking about families coming together and people, gathering for parties or meals or whatever. What about the people that are in a family and they really don't want to meet? There are people like that really don't want to be with others, right?
Absolutely. There can be, like, especially if you're living with family and they're having a big, to do, and you're not in the spirit, it can make you feel kind of bad about yourself if you're kind of the one hiding off in the basement or whatever. Because not everybody wants to celebrate. Not everybody wants to get together. So it can be, especially people with social anxiety, especially because it can feel forced for someone who has social anxiety.
Yes.
This kind of, I have to be on. I have to talk to my aunt and uncle or whoever, and for some people, like for you and I, that might be an easy conversation, but for others that can be a very stressful experience. So you there's the expectation of kind of being on during the holidays that I think a lot of people do struggle with, for sure.
Is there something that they can do leading up to that to alleviate some of the stress and the anxiousness?
I think what I would suggest is getting in touch with an agency such as ours, we're working, maybe even our walk-in counseling service, brief service, and just talk to the therapist and say, Christmas is a really tough time of year for me. I have all these obligations. I have all these family coming over, but my anxiety is just really
right through the roof.
Goes right through the roof.
Yeah.
And our therapist will be able to give them some coping skills, some tools, some resources to get through that. So come to our office Monday to Friday. Ask for a brief service appointment, and you'll be seen right away.
That's nice, because there's always both sides of a coin, isn't there?
Actually.
And there's people that would like to be with individuals, with other people, and then there's people that, no, I don't want to be near you. I want to be alone.
Exactly. And a lot of people feel like they have to, this is the time when you have to be doing all these things that they normally would not want to do. And people should know that you don't have to.
Well, it's society. It's the way that we've, been grown up and things of that nature. So aside from being open 7 days a week, is there a telephone number that people can actually call as opposed to coming out in the winter weather?
So if they call us at 613-342-2262, they will get connected to our reception department, who is a wealth of knowledge about all the programs and services we offer. So that's it. If you're not able to make it in person, just give us a call Monday to Friday. We'll be happy to guide you in the right direction.
Can a person feel that they're out of control during the Christmas holidays because of the pressures of shopping, of either having people over and having to do a dinner or whatever? And can they really become out of control?
People can certainly feel out of control, especially now. We've got so many stressors coming at us. The cost of absolutely everything is skyrocketing.
Definitely.
Kids still need presents under the tree from Santa, but money is tight.
Yes.
People's jobs can be stressful. They might not be able to get the amount of time off they need, or people are working shift work. It can be overwhelming because all the other stuff in your life doesn't stop because it's Christmas. It's all added on top of it. So you still got to go to work. You still got to prepare the meals and everything. But now you also have to socialize. You got to buy gifts. You got to do this and everything. So it can be a very overwhelming time for a lot of people, actually. Yeah.
So I earlier I said both sides of a coin type of thing. Can Christmas improve mental health?
I think in certain situations it certainly can. If I think after COVID, since we had so many really kind of depressing Christmases, for a few
Yes.
years there, when
Yes.
I'm sure we all remember hearing the warnings on the radio, don't gather or stay 6 feet away and all
your
that. Wash your
hands.
hands and all those kinds of
Mask,
things, the
yes.
masks. And so, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of joy out of this Christmas, as there is a lot less, restrictions. People are more comfortable gathering in groups. So it can be a great time of year to be a boost to mental health. So yeah, it can't all be doom and gloom. It is a wonderful time of year for many, many people. And so, yeah, I think people should really, use the proper safety measures if you're not comfortable in crowds yet. But get out there,
Embrace the holiday.
Embrace the holiday, exactly. Let's make
Yes.
Christmas, what it used to be, and get out
Yes.
there and
Yes,
be with the
I
people we
agree.
love.
I agree with you, and break bread. right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You told me earlier about a hub. Can you explain that to our viewers, please?
I would love to. So we're a hub site for a new program called Access MHA. So the website is accessmha.ca. So this is regional coordinated access. So this came of the idea that as a potential client, they might not know which agency to call, which program is going to be best for their needs. So this coordinates all of the local resources in the area in one kind of a central kind of data bank. So clients can just go to accessmha.ca, they put in their address,
Yes.
and then they'll click the region, which will come up based on their address,
Right.
and then there'll be a list of appointment times to pick.
Okay.
So they pick their appointment time, whenever works for them. An information specialist from Access MHA will call them. They'll do about a 20 to 30 minute intake, get some information about them,
Sure.
and then line them up with the appropriate resource in the community. So
Isn't
it
that
takes
wonderful?
all the guesswork out of the client, so they don't have to know the system, because the system's complicated.
Yes.
As someone who works in the system, I can say the system is complicated.
Yes.
So I can't even imagine if I had a mental health struggle trying to navigate that. So this is. And the hope is to eventually get it right across the province. So yeah, now it's in Ottawa, Renfrew, Pembroke area, and it's recently expanded to here, Kingston area, Lanark Leeds Grenville, and then it's moving towards the Greater Toronto area. So
And it's specific to mental health
mental health and substance
and
use
substance
health.
use.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, we're very excited about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it should
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
It should be, because I mean, and the people should be the individuals who are seeking help should be, because I mean, the information is going to be taken, but you're going to be going in to see an individual who already has and knows who you are
Exactly.
and going to be able to help you.
Yeah, it takes all the guesswork out,
It
all the
does.
stress out. You just show up to your phone appointment, and they'll take care of the rest. And then they provide your kind of assessment to the agency that they referred to. So then the agency has this suite of information, and they can say, oh, this person looks like a perfect candidate for this group or that
Yes.
group or
Yes.
counseling or case management or
Exactly,
whatever. Yeah.
exactly. Oh, I love it. I love it. So, is there anything else that you would like to convey to our viewers about mental health, addictions, anything?
Yeah, I just want to encourage everybody to have a safe and happy holiday season, and come to our drop-in center, open 7 days a week as of now, 8 to 4 p.m. in the south entrance of our building on 25 Front Avenue. And it's a great place to meet people, to make friends, and just to get out of the house. So if you're feeling lonely around the holiday season, come and see us. We're there waiting for you.
Yeah.